Hello, you're watching Hornbill TV's Primetime. Thantri Kandarar Rajivar, the arrested accused in the Sabarimala gold theft case, who was rushed to the General Hospital Thiruvananthapuram this morning, remains stabilized after facing health complications. Medical officer Dr. Vinu said on Saturday, Rajivar, the chief priest of Sabarimala, was shifted from the Thiruvanantha special sub-jail to the General Hospital for treatment.
Variation in his pressure levels, so we were treating him for the same, and now he is being stabilized. After waiting half an hour, he has been stabilized, but still he has some pedal edema, that edema over his foot and all, so that requires further evaluation. Hence we have advised a consultation at Medical College also. Okay, thank you.
Earlier, the crime branch had arrested Thantri Kandarar Rajivar and the 13th accused in connection with the gold theft case. Investigators state that Rajivar, a member of the Tharamon Madam Chenganur and a hereditary Thantri under the Travancore Devaswam board, was fully aware of the earlier gold plating by the Bengaluru-based UB group. Despite holding the Thantri post during the relevant period, he allegedly failed to object to or report the removal of the temple's assets, which were handed over to a private individual without following prescribed rituals or customs or obtaining divine consent. The arrest was effected after the probe revealed his alleged role in the conspiracy and violation of provisions under the Travancore Devaswam manual, which mandates that repair works of valuable temple assets be carried out within temple premises and not taken outside. In one of the most alarming cybercrime investigations in recent years, the IFSO Unit's Special Cell, Delhi Police, has dismantled a highly sophisticated international cyber fraud syndicate that weaponized fear, terrorism, narratives and cutting-edge telecom manipulation to extort innocent citizens across India. Beginning September 2025, victims nationwide were subjected to phone calls from fraudsters impersonating officers of the anti-terrorist squad, particularly from Uttar Pradesh. Citizens were falsely accused of links with terror attacks, including Pahalgam and Delhi blast, warned of immediate arrest and placed under so-called digital arrest, a psychological trap designated to force instant monetary transfers in the name of national security. The investigation found that the calls were deliberately routed over low-frequency networks to avoid real-time location tracking. The criminals were operating SIM box systems, enabling them to mask international calls as domestic Indian numbers.
हमने गिरफ्तार किया है। ये करीब ऑपरेशन हमारा 2-2.5 महीने तक चला।
कितनी टीमें इसमें लगी थी आप लोगों की?
इसमें करीब हमारी 3 टीमें हैं और 25 हमारा करीब 25 लोग पुलिस
शामिल था। और क्या इनसे बरामद हुआ?
इनसे जो बरामदगी हुई है 22 सिम बॉक्सेस, 8 मोबाइल फोन, 3 लैपटॉप्स, 7 सीसीटीवी कैमरा, 5 राउटर, 3 पासपोर्ट्स, 2 एम्प्लॉयमेंट कार्ड है कंबोडिया के, 10 इंडियन सिम और 120 फॉरेन सिम।
जो आरोपी हैं इंटरनेशनल भी हैं?
एक आरोपी ताइवान का है, ताइवानीज नेशनल है, सुंग चेन नाम है उसका।
कितने सिम इसमें बरामद किए आप लोगों ने?
इसमें टोटल सिम जो है ई सिम इंस्टॉल्ड है, इसमें करीब 20,000 ई सिम्स हैं। उसके अलावा जो फिजिकल सिम मिले हैं 120 फॉरेन सिम हैं जो चाइना मोबाइल मेक के हैं, जो हांगकांग में इशू है।
सब डिजिटल अरेस्ट में यूज होते थे सारे?
सारा डिजिटल। करेक्ट।
Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma has addressed the tragic stone pelting incident in Rajabala Garo Hills. He expressed condolences to the family of the youth who lost his life and to those injured in the attack. The CM condemned the incident and praised the swift action of the West Garo Hills police, who conducted multiple raids last night. He confirmed that 3 people have been arrested so far, adding that the police are continuing their efforts to apprehend all those involved in this heinous crime.
There was a very tragic and a very unfortunate incident that took place in Garo Hills, where one youth lost his life and one was seriously injured. We condemn this particular incident and at the same time express our condolences to the members of the bereaved family. Last night, the West Garo Hills police was very swift and multiple raids were made in different locations. 3 people have been arrested and the police is working tirelessly to find the rest of the people who were involved in this heinous crime. Today, the Deputy Commissioner has called different members of civil society to form a peace committee and to ensure that all related matters are discussed in detail. At this point in time, I would like to urge the citizens of Garo Hills that we must ensure that peace and communal harmony continues to be there in Garo Hills. There will be a lot of news that may be circulated in social media. Please filter them carefully. At this point in time, let me assure the citizens that the police and the administration is on its job, and we will ensure that strict action and all the people involved in this heinous crime are brought to justice. Thank you.
Chairman of the All India Adivasi Congress Vikrant Bhudiya on Friday met the family of Anjel Chakma, who was killed in a tragic incident in Uttarakhand, and expressed solidarity with the bereaved family. After meeting the family, Bhudiya condemned the incident and alleged that such acts were a result of a growing atmosphere of hatred in the country. He added that instead of addressing real issues faced by the people, divisions were being created among communities. The Adivasi Congress chairman said the Congress party stands firmly with the family which has lost its eldest son in the incident, and assured them of continued support in their quest for justice. Bhudiya called for peace, unity and mutual respect and urged authorities to ensure that those responsible for the killing are brought to justice at the earliest.
जो आने का मुख्य उद्देश्य था वो एंजल चकमा के परिवार से मिलना था और उनको एक हिम्मत देना था कि हम सब लोग इस गमी की घड़ी में हम सब लोग आपके साथ खड़े हैं। और जहां तक एडीसी चुनाव की बात है तो उसमें चर्चाएं होंगी और पार्टी की जो रणनीति तैयार होना चाहिए, जैसे ही एक रणनीति तैयार होती है आपके सामने वो लाई जाएगी। पत्रकार साथियों का इस महत्वपूर्ण प्रेस वार्ता में स्वागत करता हूं। आज मैं डॉक्टर विक्रांत भूरिया आदिवासी कांग्रेस के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष होने के नाते आज त्रिपुरा आया और हमारी जो आदिवासी कांग्रेस की टीम है, हमारे जो प्रदेश अध्यक्ष हैं सबारिमाला जी और हम लोग सब लोग एंजल चकमा के परिवार से मिलने गए। और जो घटना हुई उससे कहीं ना कहीं पूरा देश बहुत आहत है, इस देश के सारे ट्राइबल्स बहुत आहत हैं। और जिस तरह की ये विचारधारा एक देश में बीजेपी द्वारा फैलाई जा रही है, जिसमें भाई को भाई से लड़ाया जा रहा है और जो इस देश का हिस्सा है उनको भी इस देश का हिस्सा माना नहीं जा रहा। आज उनके एंजल चकमा जी के पिताजी तरुण जी से भी मेरी काफी लंबी चर्चा हुई। वो भी बहुत ज्यादा भावुक थे क्योंकि उनके घर का बड़ा बेटा चला गया और खुद वो बीएसएफ में सेवाएं दे रहे हैं। तो जब एक देश जो भक्त होना चाहिए वो उनका परिवार देशभक्त भी है तो इस देश के लिए हर बलिदान देने के लिए तैयार है। पर जब इस तरह की घटना होती है कहीं ना कहीं हर व्यक्ति आहत होता है। और जो चीजें निकल कर आई कि जिस तरह से वहां पर पुलिस ने शुरू में उनका साथ नहीं दिया, 9 तारीख की घटना थी, 12 तारीख को जाकर जब सब दूर से दबाव बना तब एफआईआर हुई है और इलाज में भी लापरवाही देखने को मिली। तो उनका परिवार ये चाहता है कि इसकी सीबीआई जांच हो ताकि जो हकीकत है वो सबके सामने आ सके। और विशेषकर इस घटना से राहुल गांधी जी भी बहुत आहत हुए और विशेष मेरी काफी लंबी उनसे भी चर्चा हुई और जब मैं यहाँ आ रहा था तो उनसे भी उन्होंने भी अपना संदेश भेजा है कि एक संदेश देने के लिए कि आप सब लोग अकेले नहीं हो और उनके परिवार अकेला नहीं है। हम सब लोग कांग्रेस पार्टी का हर सिपाही और आदिवासी कांग्रेस का हर सिपाही उनके परिवार के साथ खड़ा है, सारे नॉर्थ ईस्ट के लोगों के साथ खड़ा है। तो हम मांग करते हैं कि सरकार को इसमें एक निष्पक्ष जांच करना चाहिए और सीबीआई इस पूरे जो प्रकरण है और जो पूरा इंसिडेंट है उसमें एक सीबीआई जांच होना चाहिए।
सर
স্বাগত জানাই আজকে হঠাৎ করে এটা আমাদের বেসিক্যালি আমাদের ন্যাশনাল চেয়ারম্যান আদিবাসী কংগ্রেসের ন্যাশনাল চেয়ারম্যান ডক্টর বিজ্ঞান বুড়িয়াজি আমাদের এই রাজ্যে এসেছে কি কারণে আসতে হয়েছে এটা সম্পর্কে এখন এই সম্পর্কে আপনাদের একটা ব্রিফ করবেন। ডক্টর বিজ্ঞান বুড়িয়াজিকে আমি বলবো।
We will be right back after a short break, so stay tuned for more news.
माघ मेले की भव्यता और पवित्रता का एक बार फिर विश्व देखेगा नया स्वरूप। करोड़ों श्रद्धालुओं के लिए परंपराएं वही और सुविधाएं नई, जहां पग पग पर आस्था और दिव्यता की मिलेगी अनुभूति। जब संगम की रेती पर संत महात्माओं की होगी उपस्थिति, 6 पावन पर्व स्नानों में अखाड़ों के संतों का समागम, पूरे विश्व में माघ मेले की महानता का होगा वर्णन। यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के मार्गदर्शन और माननीय मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ जी के नेतृत्व में माघ मेला 2026 आस्था की लहराती पताका, विकास की नई गाथा, काम दमदार डबल इंजन सरकार।
Welcome back. Following reports in the media that the Congress party, both at the national and state levels, has been attempting to mislead the public after the renaming of the MGNREGA scheme, leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party from Riboi district, led by their president, Sen Thaba, strongly hit back, accusing Congress of indulging in baseless allegations and misleading the people over the renaming of the scheme. Speaking to the media, BJP Riboi President Sen Thaba and Himanta Timung, State President of the BJP ST Morcha, clarified to the people of Riboi district and the state at large that the renaming of MGNREGA scheme to VBG Act 2025 has no adverse impact on the public. On the contrary, they said the renamed scheme continues to provide even greater benefits to the people of the state and country.
देखिए, अभी जैसे कि पहले जो हमारे पूरा कंट्री का जो MGNREGA था, उस MGNREGA को अभी हमारे आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का नेतृत्व में इसका नाम चेंज किया गया हुआ है। सिर्फ नाम चेंज किया। जैसे कि पहले हम लोग का जो MGNREGA था, वो MGNREGA अभी विकसित भारत गारंटी रोजगार आजीविका मिशन 2025, ये सिर्फ नाम चेंज किया गया है। और इसका इंटरनली जो पहले हमारे ये MGNREGA में बहुत सारा करप्शन था, इस करप्शन को सुधारने के लिए इसका इंटरनली थोड़ा चीज चेंज किया है। कुछ ऐसा बड़ा नहीं है, कुछ ऐसा कुछ जैसे कांग्रेस लोग बोल रहे हैं कि ये MGNREGA को खत्म करने जा रहा है, ये कंप्लीट गलत बात है। ये एक अच्छा होने वाला है कि पहले आप हर गांव में जब भी काम करते थे MGNREGA का, बहुत सारा काम में बहुत सारा भ्रष्टाचार होता था। लेकिन अभी से ये नया मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में जो नया अभी शुरुआत होने जा रहा है, ये बहुत अच्छा है और इसका कोई बुरा नहीं है। ये हम लोग आदर करता है, इसको हम लोग वेलकम कर रहा है। ये काम अभी हर गांव को विकसित होगा, इसका हर गांव डेवलप होगा। पहले जैसे जिस हिसाब से काम हो रहा था उससे अभी डबल होने जा रहा है, क्योंकि पहले देखिए 100 दिन का ही गारंटी था, अभी इसको 125 दिन का गारंटी होने जा रहा है। और जैसे कि पहले मटेरियल का 15 दिन, कोई कोई बहुत सारा हम लोग का गांव में जब काम करता है तो हमारे जो मटेरियल का जो पैसा होता है
ते नागालैंड जोंगा डिस्ट्रिक्ट जोंगा भारतीय जनता पार्टी बीजेपी जोंगा रिभोई डिस्ट्रिक्ट का layada ya ka ai ka badang shuthau thamai jong ka viksit bharat guarantee na ka banta ka रोजगार बात का आजीविका मिशन विवि ग्राम जी 8,000 दा का बखत या का कुम का maujam bapan paunam ka ban penkela ya ka jingim ki nong kendong hakeleng ka jela bat khamtam hapo ka them riboi ki bor kawai hat hawakren ha ka jingelang bat nong tho khubor district president riboi district BGP basan thaba ulong bakani ka ain ka penhe ya ka jingkular.
Another Hindi youth has been killed in Bangladesh as the violence against minorities continues in the neighboring country. The victim has been identified as Joy Mahapatro, who was a resident of the Bhangadhor village in the Sunamganj district. The incident happened on Thursday, his family said, adding that Joy was called to a local shop where he was assaulted by a local. He was taken to the Sylhet MAG Osmani Medical College Hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. Family also alleged that Joy was administered poison by one named Amirul Islam. They are calling it a pre-planned and murder and have demanded justice. The violence on Hindus has become a new common in Bangladesh following the death of radical anti-India leader Sharif Osman Hadi, who was planning to contest the February 12th parliamentary elections in the country. First, a 27-year-old youth, Deepu Chandra Das, was beaten to death in the Mymensingh district. On December 24th, Amrit Mondal of Rajbari was lynched by a mob. Then a 42-year-old man named Vijendra Biswas was shot dead by his colleagues in Mymensingh, and 50-year-old Khokon Das was set ablaze in the Shariatpur district. Advocates of the Gauhati High Court continued their 3-day hunger strike on Friday in protest against the government's proposed plan to shift the court to North Gauhati. The hunger strike, which began on January 8th, is being observed within the premises of the Gauhati High Court and will continue till January 10th. The protest has been organized by members of the Gauhati High Court Bar Association, who alleged that the decision to relocate the court was taken unilaterally without consulting key stakeholders. Speaking to the media, Gauhati High Court Bar Association President and Senior Advocate Kamal Nayan Chaudhary said the advocates had been raising concerns for nearly 2 years but received no positive response from either the state government or the High Court administration. He cited a recent Supreme Court stay on a similar relocation order concerning the Uttarakhand High Court, noting that in that case, committees of lawyers and experts were consulted. Chaudhary further argued that the proposed relocation is legally untenable under Sections 31 of the Northeast Area Act, which prescribes the principal seat of the Gauhati High Court at its present location. Advocates have demanded that the decision be reviewed and that all stakeholders be consulted before any further steps are taken.
We have been hesitating for the last almost 2 years, but without any positive response from either from the government or from the High Court side. Now the fact of the matter is, the decision which has been taken, it is an absolute unilateral decision of the government and the High Court, and in the process we are never consulted. Apart from anything else, as one of the most important stakeholder in the justice delivery system, we had an expectation that High Court administration and the state government would at least consult us. For example, the other day, perhaps you all are aware, Supreme Court has stayed an order in respect of similar relocation order of Uttarakhand High Court. Now, having gone through the SLP in that petition, what I find, there was a committee of lawyers were involved, then there was a committee of experts were involved. In spite of that, there being some legal lacuna, therefore the order has been stayed by the Supreme Court. So therefore, from the contemporaneous proceedings, as we could see, that we are an integral part of the system, but nevertheless, High Court, Gauhati High Court took a view that we are not an important stakeholder in the process, therefore you are not to be consulted in the entire saga. Now what I would like to highlight is the decision taken by maybe by the full court of the High Court and which has been endorsed by the state government. This is absolutely wrong. The reason is, under the Northeastern Areas Reorganization Act section 31(1), the principal seat is located in the site which is behind me because there is a parliamentary prescription. And now if that parliamentary prescription is to be tinkered with, there has to be either a parliamentary amendment by the parliament carried out in the act, or there has to be some presidential order. None exists. Therefore, this move is legally not sustainable. Now, the second is there in such earth-shattering urgency on the part of the authority that the present premises should be shifted from here? The NXC building was constructed in 2014. Hardly a decade has gone in between, 2 years of COVID has gone. Now, an underpass was constructed to connect both the wings of the High Court, and we are, and the justice delivery system is functioning peacefully. There is no requirement. Now, why this? Who has, felt the necessity of having a new premises?
And that's all for this hour's bulletin. For more news and updates, stay tuned to Hornbill TV. Goodbye.